My name is Jason, Lucas's cousin. A few months ago, I moved in with his family in an old house on the outskirts of Seattle. The place had weathered wooden walls, a faint musty smell, and creaky floorboards that groaned with every step. At first, everything seemed normal, but soon, strange things started happening. Things I couldn't explain. That very first night, I woke up in a cold sweat. Soft whispers drifted from Lucas's room next door. I strained to listen, my heart pounding. Then, clear as day, a child's voice called out, soft but urgent, "Jason, Jason." My breath caught in my throat. I scrambled out of bed and hurried to Lucas's room. He was lying there, eyes wide open, frozen with fear, clutching the blanket up to his chin. "Lucas," I whispered, trying to sound calm, "did you hear something?" He shook his head, lips trembling, unable to speak. The next day, the strangeness continued. Lights in the house flickered on and off, even though no one touched the switches. Once, out of the corner of my eye, I saw a shadowy figure at the end of the long, dim hallway. When I turned to look, it was gone. Nothing but darkness. Lucas told me he often heard soft footsteps outside his door at night, even when the house was still. "Sometimes," he murmured, "there's a faint knock, but when I open the door, no one's there." One evening, I noticed the closet door in Lucas's room slightly ajar. I was certain we'd locked it tight. From inside the darkness, a low, raspy sigh echoed, as if someone or something else was standing just behind the door. I grabbed Lucas's hand. We stood there, frozen, not daring to move. Lucas started opening up more. He told me about a moment in the bathroom when he glanced in the mirror and saw a woman standing behind him, her long hair covering her face. But when he spun around, no one was there. "My eyes were playing tricks, right, Jason?" he asked, his voice shaking, as if trying to convince himself. Then, one night, I saw something myself. As I passed through the living room, a woman in a flowing white dress glided by, like a wisp of smoke, silent as a ghost. My heart raced, cold sweat dripping down my back. I called out, but no one answered. I was the only one who saw her. Over the next few days, Lucas and I pieced things together. In the dusty basement, we found an old box filled with family photos and a yellowed newspaper clipping. It told of a car accident 3 years ago, just down the road from the house. The woman in the photos was Linda, Lucas's real mother. She died in that crash. My chest tightened as I realized the figure I'd seen might be her, lingering, unable to let go of her son. Things got stranger. Emily, Lucas's stepmother, started acting off. Sometimes she'd stand silently, staring at Lucas with hollow eyes, like she wasn't herself. Lucas whispered to me one day, "Do you think Mom's inside Emily somehow?" The worst came one night. I woke to a faint noise. Lucas was sitting up in bed, staring into the corner of his room, his face pale as death. "Lucas, what's wrong?" I asked, my voice hoarse with dread. He pointed, trembling. "It's Mom, but it's not her. Her eyes, they're glowing red, Jason, like fire." I followed his gaze. In the shadows, a gaunt woman stood, her tangled hair falling over her face. Her eyes burned bright like embers in the dark, staring right at us. I couldn't move, my feet rooted to the floor. A chill filled the room, like ice seeping into my bones. Lucas, shaken but brave, whispered, "Mom, I know it's you. Please, I'm so scared. Don't do this." A cold, eerie voice answered, echoing from nowhere and everywhere. "My son, I'm always with you. I just want to protect you." The words were tender but chilling, sending shivers down my spine. After that night, the strange events slowed, but they never truly stopped. Sometimes I still hear whispers in the quiet, or feel a presence watching Lucas from the shadows. The house carries a heavy air, as if Linda's still here, bound to her son. This experience taught me something. A mother's love, it can cross any boundary, even between life and death.
My name is Clara. Last summer I moved with my nephew, Tommy, into his family's old farmhouse in rural Vermont. The house was ancient, with peeling paint, creaky stairs, and a faint smell of old wood and dust. Tommy's father, my brother, had passed away recently, leaving me to care for him. At first, it felt like a fresh start, but soon, strange things began to happen. The first night I tucked Tommy into bed, he was only 8, still shaken from losing his dad. As I turned off the light, I heard it, a soft, haunting lullaby drifting from the attic above. The melody was familiar, yet eerie, like a memory I couldn't place. I froze, my skin prickling. "Tommy," I whispered, "do you hear that?" He nodded, eyes wide. It's Mom's song," he stammered. "She used to sing it to me before she died." Tommy's mother, Sarah, had passed away when he was 4, in a fire that nearly took the house. I thought he was imagining things, grieving, but the lullaby didn't stop. Night after night, it floated down, soft and mournful, always after Tommy fell asleep. Then things got stranger. Objects in the house moved on their own. Tommy's toys would appear in neat rows by morning, even though I'd seen him leave them scattered. One night, I found a drawing on the kitchen table, a child's sketch of a woman with long hair holding a boy's hand. Tommy swore he didn't draw it. "It's Mom," he whispered, his voice trembling. "It's still here, isn't she?" I started noticing other signs. The air in the house felt heavy, like someone was watching. Sometimes I'd catch a glimpse of a figure in the hallway, a woman in a faded dress, gone when I blinked. The attic door, always locked, would creak open at night. One evening I climbed the stairs to check. The air up there was icy, thick with dust. In the corner, I found an old music box, playing Sarah's lullaby, though no one had wound it. One night Tommy woke up screaming. I ran to his room. He was curled up, shaking, pointing at the ceiling. "She's up there, Claire," he cried. "Mom, her face is all wrong. Her eyes are black." My heart raced. I grabbed a flashlight and climbed to the attic, Tommy clinging to my side. In the dim light, I saw her, a shadowy figure, her hair falling like a curtain. Her eyes were hollow, black as coal, but her voice was soft, singing that same lullaby. I stumbled back, my breath catching. "Sarah?" I whispered. The figure turned, her voice a low hum. "My baby, I never left you." Tommy sobbed. "Mom, I miss you, but you're scaring me." The singing stopped. The air grew still. Slowly, the figure faded, leaving only the music box, now silent. After that, the lullaby stopped. But sometimes I find Tommy's toys arranged neatly, or hear a faint hum in the quiet. Sarah's love for her son, it seems, keeps her tethered to this house, watching forever. This taught me a mother's bond can linger, even beyond the grave.
I'm Ethan, and I live with my little sister Mia in a small cottage on the edge of a forest in Oregon. Our parents died years ago, and I've been raising Mia since she was 5. The cottage was our mother's childhood home, full of old photos and faded curtains. It felt cozy at first, but something wasn't right. One stormy night, Mia woke me up, her voice trembling. "Ethan, there's someone outside my window." I rushed to her room, heart pounding. The rain was pouring, thunder rumbling. But there, on the glass, was a small handprint, too small to be mine, too clear to be old. "It's Mom," Mia whispered. "She's out there, watching me." Our mother, Anna, had died in a hiking accident near the forest 6 years ago. I thought Mia was dreaming, caught up in grief. But the handprint appeared again the next night and the night after, always in the same spot, always after a storm. Then stranger things happened. At night, I'd hear soft taps on the windows, like fingers brushing the glass. Mia's stuffed animals would end up outside her door, though she swore she hadn't moved them. One evening, I found an old locket in the living room, Anna's locket, one she'd worn every day. It was tucked under a cushion, as if placed there deliberately. Mia started talking about Mom's visits. She said she saw a woman in the backyard, standing under the oak tree, her hair wet, her dress torn. She smiles at me, but her face is so pale, Ethan. I didn't believe her until I saw it myself. One night, I awoke to a faint glow outside. I looked out the window and saw her, Anna, standing in the rain, her eyes locked on the house. Her skin was ghostly white, her clothes dripping. I blinked and she was gone. But the handprint on Mia's window was back, fresh and wet.
One night, Mia screamed louder than ever. I ran to her room. She was staring at the window, tears streaming down her face. "She's here, Ethan. Mom's here. But her eyes, they're glowing." I looked. There she was, Anna. Her face pressed against the glass, her eyes shining like moonlight. My blood ran cold. I grabbed Mia, holding her close. "Mom," I said, my voice shaking, "we know you love us, but please, you're scaring Mia." A faint voice whispered through the storm, "My darling, I'm keeping you safe." The figure stepped back, fading into the rain. The handprint stayed, but it never appeared again. The taps on the window stopped, but sometimes I find Mia's locket on her nightstand, or see her smiling at the oak tree as if she sees someone I can't. Anna's love, it seems, still guards us from somewhere beyond. I've learned a mother's heart never truly leaves her child.